Hello, racing fans. Doug Hen with the Number Cruncher back again. We're going to give you a little more information this week on the Thursday night card at Fraser. What I would normally do is simply post my top 4 selections in each race, put it on X and leave it at that. You can always get my info at Doug_Henwood on X. I thought, though, they've gone to the 2 pick 4 format and 9 race card. I thought that's maybe not a bad way to just go through it quickly and give you a little bit of commentary in addition to some of the selections that I like. And we'll even build a ticket or two. So let's do that for Fraser for Thursday night. We're gonna, since everything starts, the early pick 4 starts in race 2, let's just quickly in race 1 say that I've come up with 3 and 4 as our most likely winners, I think, in the first race. And then tight for third in my mind. You can either go with the big closing move that the 6 did last time after being interfered with, or take the dropper, which is the Divine Miss M. I think that's probably the way I'm going to go. That drop into the claimers at Fraser is pretty dynamite. So I think I'm going to box up 2, 3, 4. Probably in my mind, it's Dally Dancer is the winner there. So I think I like 3, 4, 2 in the first race. That's all before the pick 4. So let's have a look at the pick 4 at Fraser, starting in race number 2. Sorry about that. All right, so pretty logical horse to key, I think, in the first leg. Race number 2 is Kootenai Coco. My numbers are 2, 8, 7, 5, and the 8 certainly ran a good one last time, but Kootenai Coco, I just think it's a little level above these. 154 flat last time out, 8 for 9 lifetime. So let's give Kootenai Coco the nod, and we will go so far as to key this horse in race 2. So in race number 3, I really would like to get through this one. And that's one way to look at it when you're building your ticket. We all need to understand how much we want to invest. But first, step 1 should be, well, what do I got to do in order to win this? So I like to have a little bit of, I'm going to build a ticket where I'm spreading out my picks a bit. And then maybe underneath that, or in addition, we'll come up with something tighter, but in addition to a ticket where we put it together thinking we're actually going to win. So in the third leg, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all look tough. 4 showed some great speed in its last race. That's our front half pick. 2 and 3 both are the closers on the program. And 5's actually waking up a little bit. So I think I'd like to have the 5 on that ticket as well. So 2, 3, 4, 5 keeps us going. And we'll use that with certainly the 2. I'll put that ticket together right at the end for you. So in race number 4, just like the program says, I like 3, 4, 6. Which order? Quite honestly, I think after that last race, you got to give Cheyenne Acero a big look. That was quite a move. I'm not really I don't know too much about these Chacaro Acero horses yet. Haven't seen too many that look good, but that move was really impressive. 28 and 4 as well coming home. So I like the 6, but why bet just the 6? I think the 3 potentially goes to the front and is tough, and Western Child, the 4. I don't like the last race, but a bit of an in and outer, but with some closing ability. So I think just to be safe and keep it moving forward, we'll take 3, 4, 6. In the 5th race, again, I think you could look to key the 2. My selections are 2, 3, 5, and 1, but we've already established in previous weeks that the 5 doesn't like to win very much. And again, in addition to having the best opening and closing numbers, the 2, it's also dropping from not just a maiden to a 9,000 claimer, but trying non-winners of 2 into a 9,000 claimer. That's a significant drop. So I think we could probably get away with keying the 2 in the 5th. in terms of building a ticket, I'm going to backtrack in that first race, and I really do think it's easily the 2. But I love to try to beat favorites, so Great Emotion ran a big one last time. So I think my base, and I like the fact it would actually trail in here. I think it could trip out, and Kootenai Coco is very likely the winner, but I'm just playing it on this first ticket. So a 20-cent ticket, I like 2-8, 2-3-4-6, 3-4-6 with 2-3, and that costs $9.60 for 20 cents. It's one of those ones at Fraser where you could win but still lose money. It happens. In fact, not just Fraser, even Woodbine Standard Breeds. If you get a night where it's all chalk, you can invest your $10 to $20 in 20-cent tickets and actually lose money, but after picking all 4 winners. What do you do though? So in addition to that 20-cent ticket for $9.60, I think we can then tighten this ticket up. So let's try to do that, and let's go with $1 combinations so that if we're right, we're actually going to win something. The $1 combo we'll go this way: 2 in the first leg, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the next leg, 3, 4, and 6. And then, like I say, I like the 2. I think we can key the 2 in the last leg too. So we'll have 2 keys and 2 races with 3 or 4 horses in it. For $1, that costs $12. And then even, I think we can tighten this up one more time. So let's try that. And again, what we're going to do, let me just slide back over here. What we're going to do is attempt to key also with that 6-horse Cheyenne Acero in race number 4. That was such an outstanding race. If that's what this horse is capable of doing from here, then I think we can potentially expect it to win. So let's really go for it. Try a $1 $2 combo, 2 in the first race. Again, I think the second race is wide open, 2, 3, 4, 5. Key the 6, and then we'll key the 2. So that's in $2 combinations, that's $8. So you get a good coverage ticket in your 20 center, and then we tighten it up significantly with the $1 ticket, and then we are going for it, trying to hit for potentially $3.20 with that last $2 ticket. All in all, it would cost you $29.60. Feel free to just play to your own level. That's always my advice. But bottom line is there is some pick 4 information, early pick 4 at Fraser. Back half pick 4, it's a different breed. As easy as I think the first half of the card looks, I think race 6 onward actually looks pretty tough. Let's put a ticket together though, and I think in this case we'll just leave it at the 20-cent level. So in the 6th race, my numbers are coming up with 1, 2, 3, and 7. On my For Winners Only broadcast, I gave out Fighter Gem as a deep crunch. I do think this horse potentially has the ability to get there. 8 to 1 on the morning line. I wouldn't go there only though. It's hard to get past Got Sugar. A vet scratch last time, but all the other races are really good. And again, great closing quarters. The horse looks like it's a good one. You could then therefore say the same thing about the 3, Catch Me Gracefully. 7 for 7, first and second this year, so absolutely has to be on the ticket. And then the best closer in the race 2 starts ago is actually the 7, Martini Please. Ran along third and rattled home in 27-3. That's easily the best closing quarter here. Alan Malloy is driving really well at the moment. So again, for maybe a little bit of a price, I'm looking to beat that favorite who is probably the 3 or the 2. So let's spread and go with 1, 2, 3, 7 in the 6th. In the 7th race, nice race, rolling with Holly A. Could she be running any better? She's so speedy. But then what happens now? We got a beautiful head-to-head contest with Be on the Hunt, who has shown up from Woodbine, Monticello, and Philly, to only name a couple. Since this one's landed at Fraser, needed the first one, and then 2 kind of easy wins in a row at not running with this type of horse, but purse-wise right in the same zone. Shouldn't find these too hard. So to me, it's 3 or 5, and that's obvious big speed horses. So if there's a situation where they just duel it out, then that should leave the 4, Stonebridge Jade, who is dropping just a touch, and I think coming around. This is our closer, so 3, 4, 5 to get that ticket to come home for us seems pretty easy. We can be pretty comfortable with those selections. So 3, 4, 5 in the 7th. In the 8th, again, I actually like a few, but hard to argue with Forever Furley, the 2. And then the 8, Beach Mist, claimed from Kelly Hort by Travis Tracy before last start. Kelly kept the drive, managed to get a second for Travis, which I'm sure Travis appreciated. Got the trailing 8 hole, should be no problem for this horse. So it's 2 or 8. And then again, I'm thinking I'd like to throw in Bohemian Rhapsody, the 6. Closing quarter-wise, this horse absolutely figures. I'm looking at a 28-3, 3 starts back. Definitely has some issues. It seems to be an in and outer, a bit of a breaker, but this horse was running at a mile higher than this. So if Tyson Jacoby can keep it together, this horse could be the one to simply upset the apple cart. So it's probably 2 or 8, but let's include the 6. So 2, 6, and 8 in the 8th. In the final leg, I think we can reduce it to just a couple of horses here. I gave out Western Summit, the 1, as my value play of the day with the 1 hole. High Cotton, crushed these last time, went to the front and won by 7, basically the same field. Kelly's just going to have to find a way to get to that front from the trailing 8 position. So that's the only issue within High Cotton. Good field, though. There's certainly others, but I think we'll try to keep the ticket limited at that, so we'll put 1 and 8 as our combinations in the last leg. So put it all together, and in race 6, we got 1, 2, 3, 7, race 7, 3, 4, 5, race 8, 2, 6, 8, and then the final leg, just the 1 and 8, and I believe that's 1440. So that's our quick look at Fraser's 2-pick 4s. So let's enjoy the evening, see if we can't land one or both of those, and just enjoy what is always great racing from Fraser Downs. Talk to you next time. Guys. Bye-bye.